Hey, what's up everybody? This is Tony ATX. Just wanted to walk you guys through another week of some World of Warcraft flipping on the auction house. Currently at 218, almost 219 across my 4 accounts. So I'll just walk you through. Again, I haven't opened up really anything. I did open up, let's see, what did I get? I did accidentally open up one of the Teebu longswords, so let me show you that real quick. Revenue, and I just was cleaning up some junk. So really the week starts right here. Teebu's Blazing Longsword. You can usually pick those up for under 100,000. I usually sell somewhere between 300,000–400,000. There's 2 of them actually that you may be interested in. Let me grab those so I can show you what they look like. There's the Blazing Longsword, and again, that's the one that just looks like a kind of glowing flame. And then there's the Teebu's Scorching Straight Sword, and those ones look more like a kind of flamethrower. Both of those you can usually find around 100,000 or less on some servers, and then flip those between 3, 4, sometimes 500,000, depending on what people are willing to pay for the transmog. So those are always really good. All right, so let's go check out this server, and we can close this here. All right, so on this one, looks like we got some Twilight Cultist robes. Those you can pick up for like a few gold and flip those all the time. So I usually just flip those pretty cheap. A lot of people try to get 100,000 out of them. I usually do half of that just because I only got it for a couple gold. This one was a mythic, so I got that for, I want to say it was around 1.6. And flipped that, and then these are really old ones, so that was just the what is it, 629. And then the thug shirt there, that one was earlier in the week, and those ones you can find people selling them for a couple hundred gold because they don't really know what they are. Those ones take forever to sell, so those are transmogs that you got to find the right buyer, but when they do sell, it's always nice. So there's 3.5 right there. Here's one. Let's see. This one's a indigo. You can usually get those around 300. It's a unicorn, so a lot of people like the look of it. 35,000 right here. Can flip it easy, I think, for at least 300,000. So I'll probably just mark this up and move it around. All right, here's another one. This server, okay, so it's pattern, barbaric belt. Those ones you can usually find pretty cheap, and then depending on the server, this one's pretty popular, so you're definitely going to find some competition, but I would say between 200 to 75, you usually can find somebody to pick it up because it's looking at the people that want like all of their patterns, so completionist. So they sometimes take for a long time to sell, but still, you can pick them up for really cheap and just throw them on your server, let it sit, and then one day it will sell. Alright, so if you guys want to take a look at some of the stuff that I'm selling, got the Abandoned Dark Ring. That's pretty much on every Tmog list. You can find those super cheap, but again, they're kind of a hit and miss on if you find people that are actually buy it or not. So they could sit there forever. The new mounts, the Acid Advocator, and let's see, I think I got another one on here, Margin Manipulator. Those are dropping in price like crazy, so be careful. Some of these, I would say nowadays, don't even pick it up unless you see it, I don't know, 1.5 or definitely under 2 mil, because I'll probably have to drop these maybe about 2.7 to get it to sell. I'm hoping somebody will pick it up, but if not, probably next week I'll drop it to 3 mil and get somebody to pick it up. I got them, I want to say it was around 2.2, 2.4, so I hope I don't need to go too much lower. Let's see, what else we got? Claws of Agony, that one's pretty easy to sell. It's a pretty good one. Let me show you what it looks like. I just got rid of it. I'll show you here in a second. Crowd Pummeler, that one's a good mount to sell. And Wingspan, those are always good. Good Tmog. These pets are dropping real fast, the new ones, EP and Mutt, those are dropping pretty fast, so be careful with those if you find them super cheap. But if you find a server that doesn't have them, people will still pick them up 100, 200, 300,000. Let's see, and then just the 629 gear. Lamented, what do we got? Loyalist, Holdout Hood, the Cane Sword, so Maldo's Sword Cane. That one sells. Another 655 gear, Night Saber Cub. Those take forever to sell, but they do, and they usually sell for a pretty good price. I usually list mine anywhere between 800, 900, maybe $1 million, depending on the server. There's another Barbaric Belt. I sold one of those earlier. What else we got? Gloves of Living Torch, patterned, so that's a decent pattern. But patterns typically, kind of like transmog, take a while to sell. So if you get those, spread them out and just don't expect them to sell overnight. Same thing with the Mooncloth circlet pattern. That'll take a while. I got the personal use Sapper, but that's been dropping a lot too. So same thing, don't pick it up unless it's super cheap, and then just kind of put it on a low, medium server and let it sit. Plans for the steel weapon chain. Those you can find. They're a little more rare just because they are a classic plan, but somebody that doesn't have it and they want to complete all of their plans, then they'll pick it up. It just take a while. Purple dinner suit, all the different colored dinner suits will sell. They just take a while. Rock Fist, that one's still pretty good. You can sell that one. Night Blade's always good. You can sell that. And then the Vestige of Devouring Flame. So that one's always a good one to sell. Let's see what, all right, let's see what's sold on this one. Teebus. So there's the Blazing Longsword. Sold another one of those. So that was the one I showed you guys earlier. Go ahead and pick that up. And let me show you the claw real quick. There we go. So that one's pretty cool. So a lot of people like the look of that. Alright, let's check out what we got on this one. This one's a little one, so that was a 629 gear. So I'm just trying to dump those off now because they're dropping so fast. Probably losing gold on each of them, but I haven't really paid attention too much on the 629s because I picked those up a while ago. So I'm just assuming. I'll see if I'm breaking even on those ones. Let's see what it says. I probably bought it on a different server, so it's probably not going to show me. I did pick up some for 75, so yeah, I'm losing on those. But hey, you win some, you lose some. Alright, here's another one. Let's see. The Viridian Mechasaur really dropped in price, so that's probably a little bit of a loss because I do think I picked it up like around 6 or 8. So, and then the Ghostly, I do pick those up really cheap. For some reason, people let those go for a couple thousand, so I just put them up there for whatever. The Rock Fist, I know I got like around 20 or 30, so that one's just a quick flip. Definitely need some of these quick flips that you can just get really cheap and then just throw them on there. That way you can just kind of keep the gold going. Same thing with the Tomb of Polymorph Duck. Just you can find those for super cheap and just throw it up there. Vestige of the Devouring Flame. That's probably the only real good flip here. That one I got way back, so I think I got it for maybe 180, 200,000. So that's still pretty good though. Alright, these are my last two, so let's check out what's on this one. Black Tuxedo Pants. Just throw those on there, get a couple thousand out of them. The Ruby Shades is actually one that is a pretty good flip. You can find people letting those go for like 500 gold. And then they just don't know that you can kind of get some flip money out of it. So I usually put them on there for around maybe 350, 400. Then people that really like them for a T-Mog, we'll pick them up. Another Vestige of the Devouring Flame. So that one's always a good one. And then this is just a raid I think that was a 629, I believe. So that's 1.1. And I think we got one more server. Alright, last but not least, somebody posted this one for 2.2. So whether they meant to or it was a mistake, don't matter, I'll take it. So I threw it on there. This is actually a slow server, so kind of a low pop server. So I kind of threw it on here to see what would happen, and somebody snagged it. So I would say don't just put your stuff on high or medium servers. The low and the new servers also have buyers, so this is a good one, good example of that. So I'll go ahead and, what is that, 2.3 mil profit. So again, thanks all for joining and happy flipping. Oh, I forgot one last thing, so let me show you here. So end of the week, just picked everything up. So we got 10 mil for the week. Again, the big one was the Undermine Mercs dog tag, and then didn't buy too much this week, spent a lot last week, so I'm trying to get back in it. And then looks like about 10 mil, so 10 mil profit, I'll take it, as long as we can keep going up and to the right. So as you can see, spent a lot and then moving my way back up. So I think the first week we did pretty good, got up to about 62, 160, 162, and then now we're at 160 again, and then we still got a bunch of inventory that we picked up here and we picked up here, so we should hit above that now. So we'll see how next week goes. All right,